15 years of playing pro ball, I've decided to hang up my cleats.
Well, bring your rusty butt on back here then.
I am. We're moving back to Columbus.
My baby! God has answered my prayer. Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Hi, I'm Angel Akpovi and this is my review of Family Reunion for CinemaStars. I love Family Reunion. I love how it's a positive show with a positive image of an African-American family with traditional values. I think it's amazing how each character is funny in its own way. Like how Medea is, you know, the old kind of family traditional, like back southern, gospel-loving grandmother, you know, was there for the family, there to support, because it's a really nice to have. I like how the show, you know, promotes and supports healthy relationships between the family, the friends, the neighbours, and even the strangers. I think that's really important, especially to defeat, you know, stereotypical sayings that, you know, black people are hostile or whatever. But, you know, this TV show has helped a lot of people and educated them to see, you know, that's not the case. I would say my favourite character is Medea. I love the energy that she brings to the table. I love all these jokes that she makes, all the funny personality she has. I love what she stands for and how when she picks something that she believes in, she won't drop it. She will stand for what is right. I think that she brought up such amazing kids, as you can see, and I think she's kind of a very good role model for the kids and Family Reunion, as you can see. I think that another thing that I love about her is that she's very educating and she educated them in a lot of topics and she had a lot to say, and I think that's realistic. I think my grandma would relate a lot to Medea. I think that she's probably one of the most realistic characters in the way that she speaks, in the way that she acts, the way that she behaves, the way that she goes to church, her friends, the people she surrounds herself with. I think it's a very realistic to an African grandma. I think my favourite part was when the boys performed at the church, you know, with their colourful suits and they were rapping, a church rap, a Christian rap. I loved that. I think it was very realistic to the modern day churches now. I think a lot of them, you know, some that I've attended, you can see that kind of vibe and I love that energy. I think it was very important to see how some of the older generation react in Family Reunion, because that is some of the reactions, but I loved how Medea had a different reaction to her husband, and I think that's very significant. It helped him see that obviously his times are changing and it's time for the new generation to be welcomed into the church, and also the ways that they worship God is also going to be different. I love the constant battle of faith and religion. I think that's very realistic in, you know, African American families, or even genuinely just African families, where there's a battle, you know, between sometimes religion might be felt like it's being forced upon you, or sometimes, you know, you have your different opinion to your parents. And I think that Family Reunion portrayed that very well and very respectfully. I think what a lot of viewers loved about Family Reunion, that it's a whole series about black people, and it's celebrating black roots and traditions and not about black trauma, which is seen a lot and it is romanticised a lot in the TV industry. I would say that you could definitely see the tone changing during the series. You know, they started speaking about women's rights and equality and Black Lives Matter and giving all these empowering messages, which I thought was so important for viewers, and it was lovely to see. I love the episode that they speak about racism, especially in the South, where it's towards young black men, which is where they are located. They cover the expectations of girls' bodies and, you know, pressures of social media and all these things, and I think it's so important for young girls like me to be watching that and seeing that a TV show is speaking about it in such a tone that you don't normally see in the TV industry. Family Reunion covered a lot of sensitive topics and, you know, answered some questions that you may even want to ask, but, you know, you didn't feel like you were, but like you felt like you were too scared to ask. And I think that's a very good thing that a TV show has been able to do that. I feel like kids would love it. You know, it's educational, it's motivational, it's funny, you know. Like sometimes I'll just be sat watching Family Reunion and I'll be laughing so much because it's, you know, it makes me laugh out loud. And it's like, wow, I found a TV show that's educational. It makes me want to, you know, get up in the morning and watch it, and I'm laughing at the same time. It's all of it in one, and I could not ask for a better TV show to watch. Watch Family Reunion, out now on Netflix.
to realize that the path to God is full of ups, downs, starts, stops, twists, turns.
Girl, are you talking about a divine walk or a ride at Six Flags?